Hey friends, popping in real quick to say 3 things. 1, all of these recipes were made with a sourdough starter. If you do not have one, you can check Facebook, Marketplace, ask friends. If they already have one that maybe you can start on your own, it's a lot faster than starting it from scratch. But then again, there are so many YouTube tutorials or other things on social media that help you to figure out how to do your own sourdough starter. If you would rather not go through the hassle of using sourdough, that's okay. I'm sure there are plenty of recipes that you can use just regular active yeast faster that way too, and still be more nutritional than just buying it straight from the box from the store. With that, I'm going into number 2. Everything costs something. Time can cost just as much as money. These methods are obviously a lot more time consuming than just going to the grocery store, doing a pickup order, and just grabbing the things. So I understand, depending on the time or season of life that you're in, this just may not be doable for you. There are definitely shortcuts. You can buy already made dough, pre-packaged waffle mix, whatever, and it's still going to be slightly better than just buying it straight out of the box from the store. A couple of years ago when I was working full-time and I had little ones, I don't think I ever would have tried to do this. But now I have 5 kids. My youngest 2 are 5 years old. And even though I'm home and I am homeschooling them, they are at that age where they can just help, and they love to help. And that sure makes things a lot easier than when you are in the baby season of life or young toddler season of life. So don't beat yourself up if you don't think that you're going to be able to handle all of this homemade stuff right now. Just try one breakfast at a time, 1 week, 1 month. Just try something new. And eventually you will get to the next season of life where you will be able to do more. And for the last thing, dishes.
Hate doing dishes.
I have a dishwasher, but bowls, baking sheets, all that stuff, they take up so much room, and it's just more economical to wash them by hand. I have a small kitchen, so I like to wash them and then I put them in my dining room to dry. And if there, again, is a season in life where you're just like, I can't take any more dishes, then yes, seeing this kind of thing can set off your anxiety like it does mine. But
the more you do it, the better you get at it, the faster you get at it. You can also get more hands to help, like your kids.
They have to do dishes at some point in their life. Might as well start them now. It's okay. Raising capable kids is a good thing, okay? So again, there is a cost to everything. So is convenience a lot more to you, means a lot more to you than nutrition? Again, just gauge it by the season of life. This isn't something that you have to do, but maybe you can aspire to, or just start working towards, just like I did. I started out not knowing how to cook anything. So I've come a long way, and that didn't happen overnight. This has been years and years of not giving up, keep trying at it. Without further ado, please enjoy this video. I did these over a period of 3 days because life and there are other things to do besides always spending time in the kitchen. But that's one of the great things of using an active sourdough starter is that you can mix up the dough and then leave it in the fridge for 3, sometimes even 4 days, and just take it out whenever you need it. You do need some time for it to come to room temperature sometimes, but that doesn't usually take that long depending how warm your house is. Overall, I tried to come up with a cost analysis compared to making things homemade and buying it in the store. But it's very difficult to quantify exactly what each ingredient cost for each thing. How much is 1 egg? How much is 1 cup of flour? Those kind of things. But still, overall, it still came, even if it was a couple cents less than what you would pay for store-bought. And all this homemade stuff doesn't have artificial colors, flavors, soy, genetically bioengineered whatever, all that other stuff. Instead, it has digestible nutrition in it. By leaving it in the fridge even longer, that sourdough breaks down the gluten, so these doughs don't have as much gluten as store-bought doughs as well. So overall, again, back to cost, it still is worth the time and the money to eventually make stuff homemade, especially from scratch, farm to table, as much as possible. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that it didn't discourage you, but in fact, just encouraged you and inspired you to try. Again, maybe just one breakfast to try, one dinner a month that you make from scratch. You can do this over a weekend maybe, or whenever you have time. It will take practice, and that's okay. And it's okay to fail. I fail all the time. I failed on the bagels that I made. Those were edible, very crunchy on the outside. Not what I had planned. And my puff pastry, it needs so much work. The butter mostly just melted out, which you can tell from the video, but still, I'm not gonna give up. And it still tasted really good, which is usually the result. Even if it doesn't look the best, it still tastes pretty good. So friends, until next time, get in your kitchen and start baking.